SpaceCoastDragon here, and welcome back to another mod spotlight for Fallout 4 on Xbox One. Today we're going to be going over more settlement mods, because there are a plethora of settlement mods out on the Bethesda net to download, in addition to a bunch of other things. But I love doing settlement building and just messing around, playing around with it. And first up, we have a brand new mod just came out. It is called Contraptions by hold on. I'm understanding that's actually not a mod. That's an official DLC. My bad. Yeah. Okay. Next, we have Don't Call Me Settler, Names, Jobs, and Tools by A1, A3, A6, A9. Now, this mod does a fantastic service for settlements as Brahmins fall from the sky. It takes... instead of having people called Settler, you have here Mr. Nordhagen. Or, actually I think it's, or you have Hudson. Basically, it takes a large list of randomized names, replaces the name Settler with the name, and that's pretty awesome. Another thing I noticed when playing around with it right off the bat is, let me see, I don't know if I have any of them hanging around here right now. No. But if you ever run to one of your provisioners on the road or at one of your settlements, you know, they're walking around with their Brahmin. Usually will just say they're a provisioner, and that's it. Well, now, this is awesome. When you go up to them, it'll give them a name. They'll have a name, like this mod normally does. But then, underneath, in the talk option, it'll tell you that they're a provisioner and what route they're doing. Like, for example, Starlight Drive-In to Sanctuary. You know, if someone's assigned to that, it'll tell you that. So if you want to change up, you know, or you're looking to fix your routes up a bit, which I do plan on doing eventually, because my map for supply lines is a bit of a mess. I'm planning on centralizing it, actually with the Mechanist lair. Just have that populated with robots, and all the robots are supply lines for my settlements. That way I can use my actual people for more useful things. That's not related to the mods. Additionally, with this mod, you get a holotape, and it'll show up at the top of your miscellaneous settings for Don't Call Me Settler. So you go in there, and it'll list a whole bunch of things to do. Now, for example, the settlement toolbox. We'll start with that one. It's first. You can call unassigned settlers. So if you have anyone at your settlement that's unassigned, you can call this and they'll all come to you. Burn Baby Burn will burn any like skeletons or anything like that, corpses within your settlement. Very nice. Power of the General is very cool. And I noticed it actually works automatically when you come to a settlement, because when I came here, it automatically popped up. Now, to get this Power of the General ability, you have to have completed the Old Guns quest for the Minutemen, which is the quest where you get the castle. And additionally, you have to remain friendly with the Minutemen. So if you become enemies with them, you lose this option. So what it does is it assigns any unassigned settler within your settlement to an unassigned resource, and it decides the resource to send them to based on your needs. And basically, food comes first, then defense, then shops, and then whatever else. Now, the one I've got highlighted, Power the General, will only affect the settlement that you are currently within. Now, Commonwealth, it'll actually look over all of your settlements in the Commonwealth for unassigned people and then assign them if they can. So let's try that real quick. So, and every time you do this, it's going to ask you to exit the Pip-Boy, so it'll work. And as you see, relaying commands, Hangman's out. There's no unassigned. Now what that resource is, that comes from the this more settlers, I believe. Is it the one? Or no, spawn rate. You know, but what's nice, instead of you magically finding out when you go to a settlement that, oh hey, I just got new settlers, it'll tell you that insert name here has arrived at X settlement. So let's actually, and you can increase the spawn rate if you want more settlers to populate faster. I'm keeping it at the vanilla rate right now. You can choose the sex ratio, basically if you want more females to males, more males to females. Protection settings is nice. If you don't want any settlers to die, you're not, you know, you just want to build and have settlers and not worry about them, you can set them to essential. Job title assignments, which means you can see what their job title is. So if they're you know, picking mute fruit, they're assigned as a farmer, you know, things like that. Settler random height, which means you can have some tall, some short. And I haven't changed any of the settings. These are all the base. So more settlers is activated, and job titles is automatically activated. These two come in automatically deactivated. And cross spawn, if you want to activate that, what that does is, well, you need Far Harbor to use it. What it does is it allows the settlers spawned in Far Harbor to spawn in the Commonwealth at settlements, and vice versa for Commonwealth ones to spawn at Far Harbor. So that's kind of neat if you're looking to really, you know, expand them settlements. There are a few other things that you can do that are pretty nice. For one, you can go to your bed, and you can, if you want a specific bed that is your own and not for settlers, you can go. So I'm going to use an example of the bed that is quote unquote my own at this settlement. So sleep for an hour. Bam. It is now my bed. No one else can sleep in it. There you go. Oh yeah, you can track resources. You can, there's just so much you can do. Damage resource. Basically, if you have any resources that are damaged in your settlement, you can click on it, get out of the Pip-Boy, and it'll let you know. In this case, there's no damage resources at my settlement. It's awesome for the type of mod. It's just, it's one of those things where it's, you feel like it should be in the game in general, even though it's not. So this is an excellent mod. I definitely endorse it. Don't Call Me Settler, Names, Jobs, and Tools by A13A6A9. Whew, that's a mouthful. Alright, next up we have Decoration and Furniture Expansion Pack by Jim2101. Now, what this does, like it says, is it expands the decorations and furnitures. You got floor mats galore that you can add. Some new ones. Some pre-war rugs. So it doesn't look like new paintings, but new miscellaneous items here. Let's see. Floor jack. I think that's the No. Tool rack. Oh, it tells you right here. Tool rack. The DFEP, Decoration Furniture Expansion Pack. That is an excellent thing you just did there, Mod Arthur. I commend you on that. So, if it has that next to it, it's new from this mod. Wow, you got a nice food and paste machine. Okay, I want to see what this is. Cost me bottle caps to build. What the heck is this? I don't know, but I like it. I don't think I can do anything with it. That's cool. But essentially, you get a ton of decorations, and then, of course, furniture, as listed. We have new beds. Oh, Institute Child Bed. Vault Shelf. Very cool. Just, you know, it's things you can put in to add new life and spice up, just spice things up. That was Decoration and Furniture Expansion. Just basically a whole bunch of new options for, you know, making your house look nice. And these Institute ones are pretty nice because they kind of have that brand new feel to them. Definitely recommend. Alright, next up is Do It Yourself, Clutter for Shelves, and Bookcases. And this one right here is bound to be one of my favorite mods to come out for settlements. Because, I don't know if you notice, a lot of times when you put up shelves, so we'll start with, they're empty, they're barren, and, you know, you try to make a place look full, it's not going to happen, they're just empty shelves. So what Do It Yourself does is adds a whole bunch of course, shelves that are just like the vanilla ones, with a few extra options. So let's put up a couple of these. We'll start with this bookcase cabinet deal. Oh, and you know what? Look at that. They snap together. But there's a little bit of space in between them. Put this one up. Wall shelf here. How about we do one like this underneath? Oh, which you can also get it. Oh no! Oh, they'll only snap to similar ones, at least in this case. Right? No. Wall shelves don't snap. Good to know. You get a small shelf. Snap it right on to, did a second. There we go. Like so. Let's do you. And this bad boy will be over here by himself. Okay. So now we got some shelves. Look at that. All these empty shelves. Normally you wouldn't be able to put anything on them. Well, we got half shelf and full shelf clutter. Now, we got ammo. Just watch me scroll through here real quick. Just look how much stuff you can put, and that's full shelf. So we'll put some teddy bears right there. We'll do some toys. And look, they'll just snap right on top. They'll snap on the floor underneath the shelf like this. You know, you can put some tools. Some raider looking stuff. Paint. Oops. Some medical supplies. So, you know, especially if you want to make a store, you can make it look like a store. Lunchboxes. Yeah! Kitchen stuff. Now, as you notice, you can't put them on regular things. And if, for example, if you put up a regular shelf, we'll just say, let's not do cabinets. No, we want shelves, not cabinets. My bad. Yeah, well, for example, and, well, let's use a vanilla, just so I can off that. So there. Now you go to your Do It Yourself, and you go to put some clutter. It's not going to snap onto the shelf. What is snapping on here was the wall shelves I had up. So, no, we're going to just scrap that. And then, of course, you have your half-shelf clutter, which you can fit into things like this. Some bathroom towels, maybe some books up over. Books here. And what's nice with that is you can do half-shelf with some bottles there. You can basically make your areas look just like what you want, you know? You give a lot of just freedom on how to stack things. Now, you can't actually interact with this stuff. It's all decoration. But come on. This looks much better than if it was just a bunch of empty shelves. And like I said, you can theme things up, be completely random. You know, you want to make a weapon store, you can have ammo and weapon stuff sitting on there. It's a fantastic mod, and it just helps everything look great. I love it. Highly endorse this one as well. And oh, I did not list off the mod author on that one. Okay, and Do It Yourself, Clutter for Shelves and Bookcases. That was by dinozaurz. Stackable concrete foundations. Now, have you noticed whenever building a foundation, you know, you're making yourself, you know, a little building, but you know what? You want to make it higher, but you never really could get it lined up just right. You know, it'd always be hanging off a little bit. Well, now you have stackable concrete foundations, which does just what it says. Look, lines it up for you, and stacked perfectly together. Simple, and it's one of those ones that, you know, you never, you wonder why it was never in the first place. Oh, and not to mention, you get these plain concrete block ones that also, oops, also will snap together on top. Oop. Back. Oh, get in. There we go. Just like that. So you can make yourself a thick concrete wall if you wanted, or a weird looking concrete structure maze, who knows, whatever you want to do. Simple, effective. Why wasn't options like this in the base game? And you know, it's the same thing like with the snappable junk fences, you know? You wonder why stuff like that wasn't in the game to begin with. Next up is Craftable glass construction pieces, also by DD Productions 83. Now what this does is, it should be here, yep, adds a new category called glass construction sets. Now, you can have ones that are wood with glass. So look at that, little doorway made of glass. You can make glass floors. Of course, you have small ones. You have glass railings, ramps, right there. That should just tell you everything you need. You can have ramps. Why don't we have ramps? You can get your glass roof. You get your glass walls. Yeah. And that was Craftable glass construction pieces. And here we are at the castle to show off my final mod for today. It is Craftable castle wall patches, and yes, this one is also by DD Productions 83. Now, this right here is a brilliant mod. Now this adds a brand new category to your building called Castle Walls, and will only show up at the castle. Okay, castle help markers enabled, snap away, place again to disable helpers. Flat walls are a little tricky, place from inside the castle and rotate them from the initial spot 180 degrees. Okay, alright. So, oh, okay, so that just put the activators in. Nice. Alright, so we'll start with, we could start with the flat since we're right here. go with an angle. How many spots do we have? Just 2, right? Nope, 3. Okay. So we'll start. This isn't. Never mind. I know what I'm doing. I swear. We're gonna go without glass. So this needs to be. Needs to align with this. Is that what that is? No. Yes. Ah. Okay. Angled. Super easy. Look at that. The wall has been repaired, and it's an actual wall. And now for the flat. Like I said, I'm doing the no glass. So. Basically said, get up there. Let me get off this so I can. Alright. Stand about that far. And just kind of go till it gets in. Like I said, it's kind of a tricky one. There we go. Nope. Did I screw that up? I think I screwed that up. Or do you have to stack them on top of each other? Can you do one with the door? Okay. Yeah, I think I screwed that up. Alright.
This is Radio Freedom.
Let's just scrap that.
Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
This is gonna be fun. Now, let's see. Turned it 180 degrees. It's part of the issue. There we go. Just get it lined up as much as possible. Let's see here. That does it. There we go. It's not perfect. I think I can realign it. Okay, let's try this again. Nope. There we go. Snapped. Aha! So you just gotta fiddle with it until it snaps into place. So like I said, there's a version with and without a door. It's up to you which one you want to do. Oh, just give me a second, dude. You can get up. There you go. Look, you want up? There you go. I'm right on up.
All quiet.
Very cool. But anyways, fantastic mod. Fixes the walls here in the castle. So you no longer have those big gaps from when it was blown up and the Mirror Queens were doing whatever they do. And like I said, my castle looks like a mess. And like you can have it with and without grass. Now, without grass is very nice, though I feel that with grass would probably fit in more with how the castle is in general. So, I'd say unless you're using some sort of cleanup mod that gets rid of the grass here on the castle wall, you know, I would suggest just using the grass wall add-ons. Went over Don't Call Me Settler, Names, Jobs, and Tools by A1, A3, A6, A9.
This is Radio Freedom.
Decoration and Furniture Expansion Pack by Jim 2101.
Stay safe, people.
Do It Yourself, Clutter for Shelves and Bookcases by dinozaurz. Stackable Concrete Foundations, Craftable Glass Construction Pieces, and Craftable Castle Wall Patches. All 3 of those by DD Productions 83. And as you can see, the walls do snap, so if anyone is having issues, just fiddle with it and it'll eventually fix itself out. Just pay attention to flip the wall 180 before you try placing it, and it'll line it up as close as you can, and it'll snap right in. So anyhow, this has been SpaceCoastDragon. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and please hit that like button and subscribe.